CBS News legal analyst Rikki Klieman is with us. Rikki, good morning.
Good morning.
Rikki, can you help us understand the end game here for Stormy Daniels and her attorney? Because it would appear that she put herself in significant legal jeopardy by speaking with 60 Minutes.
There is no question that she put herself in significant legal jeopardy. Right now, that contract, that non-disclosure agreement, is valid, and it remains valid unless or until an arbitrator or a judge declares it invalid. So by going forward, knowing that she has signed a contract, for whatever reason she said she signed, by threat or because she wanted the money, doesn't matter, she still is under a contractual obligation not to talk, although she has legal arguments to say the contract is void.
But what effect could they have? Number one, we're calling it an affair. I learned on 60 Minutes last night that actually it was a one-night stand.
One-night
so
stand,
let's really
no
call
doubt about it.
It's a one-night stand. And she admits that she lied. And you're saying it doesn't matter that she felt bullied or she felt threatened? Could that affect the legal proceedings for her?
She says that she felt threatened, and her story is very compelling about the unknown man coming up and threatening her and her child in a parking lot. But that threat or alleged threat only means that gave her a reason to say, look, I was under fear, I was under duress. That's why I signed the non-disclosure agreement. Well, why you signed the non-disclosure agreement may be irrelevant once you signed. Her lawyer has said repeatedly the contract is not valid because Donald Trump didn't sign it. A judge or an arbitrator may differ with that. A good argument for Michael Avenatti and Stormy Daniels is that Michael Cohen opened the door this year by speaking about it. It's one of the problems that has gone on not only with this situation, but many situations that either involve Donald Trump or circle around Donald Trump. If there was no talk, these issues would not surface.
So it's interesting that you say that, because just as Michael Avenatti was leaving the set, he said we could depose the president within the next 60 days. And I said, why? And he said, well, they made a pretty big legal blunder.
Well, I think that there are two things that Michael Avenatti is talking about. Number one, he is saying that Donald Trump intervened in this procedure in California to remove the case to the federal court. Why would he intervene? They want it back in arbitration, which, by the way, the agreement says it lives in arbitration. And so he's saying, he says, by intervening, I'm Donald Trump, also known as David Denniston, that's a legal blunder. He's put himself in the middle. Whether or not he gets deposed within 60 days, that may be an exaggeration. What we have to look at, though, I think, is a much bigger picture here. The question is, are there violations that come out of this on a non-disclosure agreement and all of the surrounding brouhaha that may create an election violation that is with the FEC. The person who could be in trouble for that is Michael Cohen, as well as the campaign. That issue may not go away, particularly for special counsel.
And that's what Mr. Avenatti keeps saying. It's not that they had this one-night stand. It's the cover-up that came after it. He says that's what we should focus on, is salacious and interesting as some people may find this to be.
Absolutely correct. We'll see where it goes.
Rikki Klieman, thank you. Always good to have you here.
Thank you.